watching it, it's the start of another working week. My car is steaming up because it's like 6:05 in the morning and it's a bit cold. But what are we talking about today? So last time we spoke about Prada buying Versace and what that means in terms of the future for fragrances, for perfumery. I thought today I'd kind of put the platform back on you a little bit, because I first of all obviously want to just say thanks to everyone who has been watching my videos this year. I started the channel I believe in February, and obviously it was a lot different then. It was when I was doing my running training videos, and they were only like 4-minute long videos maybe, and then they started to get a bit longer, and then I was like, actually I want to do this and this, and then obviously more in recent times it's become a sort of fitness fragrance channel. And I've really enjoyed doing particularly the fitness fragrance reviews, because when I finished the ultra marathon, one of the things I found was, obviously I still love my running, but when you've spent so long doing something, and I think a lot of professional athletes and even people who retire, I'd say just in general, you suddenly have all this time and you think, oh, what's my purpose now? And I'm someone who likes to have a bit of a purpose, whether that's, you know, in my hobbies or obviously in work. But when I obviously finished the ultra marathon, all the videos and things that were taking up most of my time alongside work, they'd gone, and I was like, oh, I don't really know now. I was out for a run and I was running in circles, and I was like, what am I actually doing now? You know, I'm just trying to rack up mileage for no other reason than for the sake of it. So that's where the fragrance sort of idea came into it, and then obviously a few of you commented, and I appreciate that, and that then meant that I thought, oh well, I'll make something of it and start doing that a little bit more. So I thought, obviously we're talking about the future next week, or last week, sorry, about Prada buying Versace and what that might mean. So I thought I'd sort of share some ideas I have for what I want to do in some of my future videos for next year. Now, when you see this, it's the 11th of December today, and I know it's not the 11th of December when you're watching it. I've been filming about 2 a day recently, just because when I have my days off, it's easier to do it that way, just to get ahead, do all my videos early, and then I can edit them in a bit more time, rather than edit them the same day, because sometimes some days are so busy, and I find it hard to then do it, and then you sort of fall behind, and I feel like I rush some of the videos. I still rush some of them now, I know, but it's nice then to sort of have a bit more time to edit them, and if there's anything I think I could change, or even making the thumbnail sometimes takes a bit of time. So anyway, getting on to it, what do I want to do for next year's videos? What ideas have I got in mind? What sort of things would I like to do? Well, there's a few things I want to do, and the first one I'm going to sort of mention is I'd like to do a fragrance stress test. And the only reason I say that, look at this bike, idiot, overtaking on a highway like that. Anyway, what I want to do is like a fragrance stress test, where I put the fragrance in the fridge, put it in somewhere warm, and just see if it actually reduces the volume of the fragrance, because obviously fragrances are meant to dry out, but I've heard a lot of people talk about drying out and changes of smells and all these things, and I just want to see if that really is true, or whether that's just a bit of a hoax. Because I've had some fragrances, I'm sure any of you who collect fragrances probably realise after a little while, you know, you think, actually I've had this for about 3 years, I don't even know if this is still right anymore. And I know people who buy discontinued ones online and all these other things, they say, oh, you know, I'm not sure if I trust it anymore. So yeah, I'm really interested. I'm going to do like a stress video where I basically put the fragrance under stress, and yeah, just want to see if it actually changes how much fragrance it. The other thing, I definitely want to get a perfumer to come on and just do like a live stream at some point. So yeah, someone who's made a fragrance, maybe one that's on fragrance, so someone who's obviously at a low level, because nobody's going to come on my channel otherwise. But also maybe for any of you who'd like to come, we do a live stream, because obviously some of you comment, say thank you, you know, enjoyed the video. I'd definitely like you to come on and yeah, just do some fragrance, you know, some recommendations of yourself, because obviously I'm just sort of waffling on a lot of the time, and yeah, I feel like it'd be quite nice to to get some of you on to just talk fragrances, even if, I don't know, it's a 5-minute chat. It don't even have to come on the camera, just literally like a little chat, maybe just with the microphone even. That'd be really good. Definitely to share some fragrances. Obviously, I'm going to continue things like the fitness fragrance reviews. I'm going to continue the, you know, weird layering, all those sort of ones that I know some of you have said you enjoy. I think the leather one was quite nice the other day, the history of leather. I thought that was really good. I also think we should try and do a sort of, I don't know, fragrance for good, but I'm trying to think how this is going to work. Almost like I don't mean like a fundraising, but somewhere where we can almost store a pot of money, where we've used the fragrance thing to save money, and then we can put it to a good cause. So I'll give you a bit of an example at the moment. It's not particularly a good cause in sense of I haven't done anything for it. I want to work to it, but obviously some of you may have seen on my YouTube shorts this year, getting frustrated in my mouth, that I've found a lot of pounds on my wall. And what I do every year is I save the pounds. So when I was in my last gym, people used to always leave the pounds in the locker, or they used to jar the locker, and people didn't know how to release them, and I knew how to do it. And I used to save the pounds up for a year. And at Christmas time, there's this house that they always put their Christmas lights up early, and have really amazing Christmas lights. They're the best Christmas lights I've seen. And it was basically for a hospice, a local children's hospice. And I just take all the pounds and go and put it in the pot outside. They have a little donations pot. So something where we can use fragrances to accrue money would be great. I think we need to make our own fragrances this year. It's something I really want to do, make my own fragrance. Maybe even design my own fragrance line. I think that would be quite good. Like when I say fragrance line, I don't mean a fragrance, I mean like a label. So make your own fragrance label, send it to a company, see if they like it, see if they can use it. I want to make my own fragrance invention as well, so something I've mentioned before, and I think this would really work. So when I go to the gym, I take a wash bag, and it's got a shower gel, a shampoo, because I don't like the 2-in-1s, hair gel, which I never use, a brush, what else do I put in it? Deodorant and a fragrance. So it's quite bulky when you take a lot of these things, because my mum buys the big stuff sometimes for deodorant, so I don't tend to buy deodorant. She just stockpiles them, and they're just so big and clunky. Whereas I want to make this all-in-one sort of gadget where it's got a compartment for fragrance, compartment for shampoo, and you just top it up essentially, so you don't have to take the whole thing. I just think that would work really well. So something along those lines, I'm going to try and make one of them. So there's a few things in mind. Obviously, what I'm really getting at today's video, and I want you to give me your ideas. What would you like me to do? Because I come up with these ideas, and I appreciate people who like them, but I'm also aware that these videos are quite boring. So if there's something you want me to try and do, please let me know. I'd like to almost do a bit of just asking random people in the street, what do you think of this fragrance? What do you think of that fragrance? All those sort of things, because obviously I always say about my mum and dad, but they never want to be on camera. Maybe I could get my nan to come on it, because, you know, I don't know what she thinks of fragrances. She may love them, she may hate them. So yeah, just those sort of things really, just ideas that, wow, there's a bike. The bikes are all out this morning. I always think just leave a bit earlier, these people. But yeah, just get some people maybe to sort of smell the fragrance on the channel rather than just me smelling it and telling you. I think that would be quite good as well. Do some more fragrance films. I'd like to do a few more fragrances where I go walking in different areas, so whether that's in the woods, all sorts of things. It could be the woods, it could be a local park, and maybe take a fragrance relevant to that. Maybe do some fragrances where I spray like a certain leaf or something and I've got to go find it again. A little bit of like a fitness challenge. I think that'd be quite cool, because obviously in our garden my mum's honestly always sweeping up leaves. I just think it'd be interesting, can you find a leaf that actually smells of the fragrance? Does it linger? Even just spraying like something on your walk, because obviously you see me walking all the time, and then the next day you go back that way, you know, I run that way in the morning, and I see if you can still smell it on the tree bark or whatever. I'm also buying a shoe dryer, which is generally for my running shoes. Sometimes I have soaking wet feet, because as you've seen, the weather tends to be horrendous during my runs. And maybe do something along the lines of, you know, how much does that sort of spray come off? A few more fragrance tests, basically, because we do things like, I've done obviously spray offs. I don't do enough of them, I'm aware of that, but obviously a spray off video has been done recently. I only worry with the spray offs is it does make my floor very sticky, because I have floorboards. But, you know, other ones that we could do, like I do the room spray test, but you know, I've done some steam tests before where I steam, you know, fragrances above things. I think just a little bit more testing would be quite nice for the channel as well. They're the main things I've come up with. Obviously I'm always sometimes lying in bed, it really helps me get to sleep, which sounds terrible to say, but just lying there thinking, what can I do for another video? And then I wake up, it's like, oh, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. But yeah, really what I wanted today to be is obviously a few of my ideas, and really just you to let me know what do you want to do, what do you want me to do, what do you want me to continue, what do you maybe not enjoy as much, and what you'd like to see, because ultimately I want to put something on where you go, oh, you know, on this day Harry does this. Would you like more of a schedule? Would you like me to, because I tend to do at the moment a fitness fragrance review every other day. You probably noticed by now. I tend to, because I have about 3 days off in a row, I tend to do my runs all in one and just review them that way. I know the stealing fragrance videos tend to be quite popular, so if my brother gets any more, mum, dad, obviously we'll do them. Do you want me to do, in terms of purchases, do you want me to do more cheapy videos? I can buy some cheap fragrances off Amazon. Do you like more well-known fragrances that you want me to review, or would you like me to do more, you know, niche fragrances, more expensive ones, more, I don't know, more suited to certain occasions, certain seasons, more unisex? Because obviously it's a bit boring if you're probably a woman and you're seeing me review men's fragrances, because it's not something you're going to buy. And fragrances obviously have got a bit more unisex over the years, so would you like me to do a few more of them? Would you like me to do old school fragrances, more of a series based on those? That sort of thing, really. Why have these lights turned red? There's nobody here. I know people cross the road early at times, but I can't see anyone around. There's a ghost that's pressed the traffic light. So yeah, really it's just a case of, because it's the new year coming up, so I'm filming this on the 11th of December, it's probably going to be 2026 by the time this is actually uploaded. That's how ahead I am. But yeah, I really want to kind of get into a routine a bit this year, and yeah, I definitely want your help with that. But it looks like so far the fitness fragrance reviews are definitely the sort of more popular videos. Like I said, for me they've been really, really useful. I've got a bit of a routine with them, but even with them, is there any other categories you'd like me to do? Would you like me to change them? Because obviously I do process value for money, versatility, projection, compliment factor, and longevity. But also there's a little bit of an overlap with them, I'm fully aware, and actually sometimes when I talk about them I'm like, oh, we'll talk about versatility later, or we'll talk about so and so later. So if there's something you'd like me to change to kind of separate the categories a bit more, let me know. If you want me to add more categories, keep the same ones but add more. Are the videos too long? Would you like them to be a little bit shorter, like 12 minutes, 10 minutes? Because I know they normally get up to about 24, 25, and that's pure coincidence. That's just, you know, how I do it. Would you like me to do like 1 minute reviews? This is the other thing I was planning to do, like 20 fragrances in 20 minutes, you know, those sort of things. Do you want tier lists? Are they something that you'd be interested in? yeah, so just things like that, really. You know, there's so many things you can do with fragrances. We've said this before, and I just want to try and make sure that I'm doing the things that you really want to hear, really. So there's a few of my ideas. Like I said, let me know in the comments which ones you'd like me to do, like me to keep, like me to get rid of. And yeah, I look forward to hearing your ideas. But thank you very much for watching today. Again, nice easy journey, other than the motorbike's on a bit of a suicide mission. Yeah, going to go for a little walk now before work, as I'm here early. And yeah, thank you very much for watching today. I will see you soon. If this is a new video, Happy New Year. And I hope you had all a good Christmas as well. So yeah, I'll catch you later.